And one of the young men I'm going to introduce now, his mother has done a phenomenal job with this young man. We've gotten to know him. And I think from the time he was born, Dodie said, "You have a social responsibility." And he got it. And he does a lot of work with the community. And so I want to introduce Brendan Hernandez, please. Brendan looks really good right now, but about 3 months ago, after doing his bike racing and had an accident, his mother nursed him back to health so we could get him here because she said, you have to be well by the time you get here because you got to speak.
There we go. My name is Brendan Hernandez. Bob said I am Dodie Hernandez's son. I'm a student at Arizona State University. Just recently turned 21, so college was fun before. It's even more fun now. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank Friendly House, Bob and Cheryl, of course my mom, for giving me the opportunity to speak to you guys today. It's incredible seeing what was conceived as an idea between Bob and Dave, Bob Blum, my mom, 4 years ago to turn into this. It's something that I'm just proud to be a part of. So thank you very much. Give yourself a round of applause once again. Today I stand before you as a citizen of the greatest country in the world. From the mountainous regions of the east, the colorful valleys of the south, the sun-soaked land of the west, this country is not only beautiful on the outside, but gleaming with brightness on the inside. From the time our founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, America has become a land made up of hardworking individuals who thrive in a sea of opportunity. We are builders, thinkers, and innovators. In both times of peace and war, we as a united nation have come together to form a bond that is far greater than any force. The seed that is planted to form this great bond starts in our local communities. Great communities foster people's ideas and knowledge that empower its citizens and makes the world around them a better place. But there are also communities in this country that are in need of help. They're broken by crime, poverty, or injustice. These communities long for a sense of purpose. In 14 years of volunteering work, I've seen firsthand many of the problems that face my fellow Americans. These are our grandparents, parents, children. These are people like you and I who simply do not have the same opportunities as we do. My mother raised me to believe that men and women, regardless of their race, wealth, or beliefs, deserve an equal opportunity to be successful. Starting at the age of 7, by delivering groceries to homebound seniors, I know what a simple act of kindness can do to bolster the great spirit of optimism in all of us. At the age of 15, by packing food boxes for those who cannot afford to feed their families, I know the items in that box will not only feed the bodies of the individuals who receive it, it also feeds a sense of hope that may have been lost. I'm reminded of one remarkable woman whom I met while volunteering in my hometown of Houston, Texas. One Saturday a month, my mother and I would deliver a box of groceries to Mrs. Haggard. She was one of a dozen people on our delivery route. We would visit with her, and while she and my mother would talk, I would soak in the knowledge this great woman would exude. One Christmas, like she always did, Mrs. Haggard gave me a Christmas card. This time, along with her usual note of love and encouragement, she included a $5 bill. With that act of generosity, Mrs. Haggard taught me that even though she struggled with poverty, she still found it in her heart to make sure I, a young middle-class kid from the suburbs, had a good Christmas. To this day, I still have that $5 bill as a reminder of the good that lives in us all. I'm also reminded of the students here at Academia del Pueblo. Each year, all of you from ON adopt the whole school and have them write letters to Santa. As many of you know, many of these children struggle with unimaginable poverty and sometimes broken homes. In reading some of these letters, as many of you have, I'm amazed that the gift that they ask for in their letters will often be the only ones that they receive for Christmas. And in reading some of these letters, I'm amazed that many of them do not possess a selfish bone in their body. They do not ask for the latest toy or gadget, but rather a gift card, so that they may be able to buy their whole family gifts. It's people like Mrs. Haggard, or the students here at Academia del Pueblo, who despite all their troubles, can still be so generous and so humble. To me, that's what the spirit of volunteering and giving back is. A selfless dedication to seeing social equality become a reality everywhere. There are many problems that face us today, but I say there is nothing we as a great nation cannot overcome. To my fellow Americans who go to sleep at night, hungry for the opportunities it's even possible to obtain, I say to you, today is a new day. To my fellow Americans who live in the shadow of uncertainty and under the clouds of injustice, I say to you, today is a new day. To my fellow Americans who struggle with the loss of hope and carry the burden of worry, I say to you, today is a new day. To my fellow Americans who have navigated the sea of opportunity, I ask you to help those who do not have the same opportunities as we do. To my fellow Americans who have worked out from under the depths of despair to the mountaintop of success, I ask you to help those who are willing to work hard to make it. To all my fellow Americans, men and women, I ask you to help those who need it the most, because it is our moral obligation to do so as brothers and sisters in the promised land known as America. This nation was founded on the idea of the people, by the people, and for the people. So join me in a call to action as people of this great nation in ensuring that our commitment to seeing equality and opportunity for all is present now and forever after. Thank you.
President, I vote for you.
Ben, do we have a job for this guy? Thank you, Brenda. That was really inspiring. You know, it takes a lot